10 Big Mistakes of Marvel's Avengers in the Fight Against Thanos. After the release of Avengers: Infinity War in the spring of 2018, audiences were shocked when the villainous Thanos hit his famous smash and used the Infinity Gauntlet to wipe out half of the world's life, including several fan-favorite Avengers. Because it was the first time that the powerful Avengers suffered a humiliating defeat. Despite the final outcome of the battle in Avengers: Endgame, many fans have wondered for the past few years how the Avengers could have won the original battle against the Mad Titan. In fact, the most powerful heroes of the Earth made poor decisions in several stages, and if one of these decisions and choices was different, maybe the fate of the world would have changed.
Wird noch die halbe Menschheit existieren.
Unleash Ultron. Tony Stark started Project Ultron in the first step with the goal of creating a worldwide armored army that could protect Earth from threats that the Avengers were unable to overcome. However, Ultron's programming went awry and the AI drove him to try to destroy the world, and the Avengers could barely prevent the extinction of all of humanity. Tony and the other Avengers abandoned Ultron after Sokovia, which was an understandable decision, but if the idea had come to fruition, it could have made a huge difference in the battle against Thanos. If there was a unit of Ultrons available when Thanos attacked, maybe the battle would be over before the Mad Titan even set foot on Earth. Number 8. Ignoring Wanda's potential. Wanda Maximoff spent much of Infinity War by Vision's side, trying to protect him from Thanos' Black Cult, who were after the Mind Stone in Vision's head. Wanda actually joined the fight midway through the Battle of Wakanda, but it was too late to stop Thanos' forces. Ever since her battle with Thanos, Wanda has consistently proven to be one of the most powerful Avengers in history, possessing abilities that even she is not fully aware of. If the Avengers had taken advantage of Scarlet Witch's power earlier, perhaps the course of the battle would have changed completely. In fact, it might be an even more fatal mistake to ignore Wanda's true potential, as she'll likely be featured as a villain in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Number 7. Not using portals. High-ranking sorcerers use cosmic energies and create mystical portals with their chain links. These portals prove their worth in the midst of battles, especially the Battle of Earth where the destroyed Avengers came to the aid of other Avengers. Strange and other wizards certainly use these portals in critical times, but they have yet to fully understand the power and potential of these portals. These portals can be used to destroy armies on the battlefield, cut off the limbs of the glove owner, or escape from various injuries. However, they are only used as a means of transportation.
Look, there has to be another way!
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe.
Number 6. Bringing the fight home to Thanos. Iron Man, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man, after boarding Ma's Ebony ship, decide to travel to Thanos' homeworld instead of waiting for Thanos to attack Earth. This decision led to their alliance with the Guardians of the Galaxy, but ultimately led to a colossal defeat. The Avengers' attack on Titan was not enough to stop Thanos and prevent him from obtaining the Infinity Stones, despite their valiant efforts. In the end, their strategy remained half-baked and fruitless. If they had time for another strategy and Thanos' arrival on Earth, perhaps this inevitable battle would have ended differently.
Lies within your grasp.
Number 5. Refusal to trade life. The Avengers realize that Thanos and the Black Cult want the Vision's Mind Stone, and then brainstorm the idea of having Wanda destroy the stone. Steve Rogers immediately blocked the idea, saying, "We don't trade our lives." Steve's claim, though honorable, only caused the world to suffer. Wanda eventually had to go through with this plan but decided to go ahead with the idea when it was too late and the Time Stone was in Thanos' possession.
I don't think it's that simple.
Well, better get real simple real soon.
I am on the...
Number 4. Forgetting Fury. Throughout the Infinity War battles, none of the Avengers seek help from Nick Fury, the former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent who brought the team together in the first place. Fury only appears in the film's post-credits scene and disappears right after Captain Marvel activates his signal. If the Avengers had contacted Fury sooner, maybe he would have decided that Thanos was a bigger threat than he thought and he needed to get Carol Danvers back on Earth ASAP. With Captain Marvel on their team, the Avengers had a much better chance of stopping Thanos in the first battle.
DC Metro Police Dispatch shows no units in this area.
Number 3. Kafka Spell. No Way Home is full of implications for the future of Spider-Man and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but one aspect of the film has far greater implications than the imaginations of audiences. Kafka's spell is a source of mystical power that can erase people's memory and also completely change the reality of the world in line with this. With this spell being able to be cast by Doctor Strange, the Avengers were able to erase Thanos' memories all this time so he couldn't destroy half of the world's life. The Mad Titan was essentially powerless against such a powerful ancient spell, and perhaps the world would be spared from his wrath.
We started getting some visitors.
Number 2, Don't Hit Thanos' Head. Thanos completed the Infinity Gauntlet stones, but then Thor had one more chance to save the world and smashed his new axe, Stormbreaker, right through the Mad Titan's chest. However, his efforts weren't enough to stop Thanos, as Thanos fired his breaker anyway, destroying half of the world's life, even taunting Thor, saying, "You should have aimed for my head." This mistake is one of the worst things that ever happened to Thor, and by extension the rest of the world, and directly led to the destruction of half the world and put the world on hold for 5 years. There's no doubt that Thor spent many a sleepless night thinking that if he had aimed his axe just a little higher, the world might have been different.
I told you.
Number 1 is disunity and confusion. The Avengers had been defeated not in the Eternity War, but in a battle with Thanos years ago. During the events of Civil War, the team was split in two, with Captain America on one side and Iron Man on the other. The Avengers were weak and fragile in both numbers and strength when Thanos arrived. This disparate team had no chance of stopping the Mad Titan, and the world paid the price. Fortunately for the sake of the people, and 5 years later, the Avengers have reunited to undo the effects of Thanos' actions.
Können wir schon so machen, aber dann ist's halt Kacke. Lieber mach ich den Plan, dann wird das auch was.
Wow.